Welcome to the video everyone. I hope you're all doing well and washing between the crack, as moisture building up is no joke when it comes to that region. Recently we got new gameplay footage of Dying Light 2, and as the professional I am, I came only 2 weeks late. And of course, with that information we can dissect some things. However, in this video I really would like to have a heart-to-heart with you guys. For anyone that does not know what that means, it means that we're best friends, and we're guaranteed to end in our honest conversations with either a hug or a punch-up. But let me make one thing perfectly clear. I love the look of this game, and I'm really looking forward to it. Unlike a lot of gamers, I'm not one touching myself over graphics. I really like the look of the fighting, but of course, where there are positives, there are negatives. So let's go straight into this deep end of the pool and say it how it is. Like I just mentioned, I'm not really bothered about graphics. For all I care, they could have the exact same graphics as the original Dying Light, and it wouldn't bother me in the slightest. I mean, for fuck's sakes, I still play PS2 games because they are simply better than half the shit that comes out today. And clearly that's nothing to do with the graphics. Good graphics does not mean good quality. Just as a quick example, I recently played Hitman Contracts that came out in 2004. You might say this is nostalgia just kicking my ass, but in all honesty, it felt so much better than the last few Hitman games, the new ones that have come out recently, obviously. Anyway, moving on from that moist rant, I must confess in previous videos I have defended the developers, and I do stand by that. Many people are upset about all the delays, and quite rightly so. I completely understand. But let's all agree, it's better than your uncle tickling you in your rectum. Well, I mean, it's basically a lot better than it not coming out at all. The way I see it, better late than never. But even remaining positive and defending the devs, there is an issue that I have that I believe many of you feel the same about. For one, there are lots of theories out there that suggest Aiden Caldwell is a zombie, or at least part zombie. We know he was experimented on with his sister, and that's who he's trying to find in the story mode, but no one really knows the truth at this point. My problem is that they haven't done much original here. As you know, Kyle Crane was infected and had to take antizin in order to not turn. And surprise surprise, Aiden is doing pretty much the exact same shit 15 years later. But this should bring me to another problem. Aiden doesn't climb, he basically flies across the world. His actions look a bit too smooth, if you know what I mean. A smooth criminal? Okay, sorry, I'll see myself out. And from the words of a gamer that has played it, they feel basically just too smooth on his zombies. This is clearly a result of his, let's just say, experimental past. It's a shame he could achieve this because, well, it doesn't really go down that well at all. All I can achieve with my experimental past was rabies and a spot on the sex offenders list. So yeah, he really does just go about the world rather easily, especially now he has a parachute. What I could have given for a parachute with Kyle Crane. The first feels hard until you bitch out and use the grapple. Unfortunately, I didn't realise that we had a grapple until my third playthrough. Or was that a blessing in disguise? You tell me. Now the fighting, like I mentioned previously, I actually like at the look of, and the fact that the guns will be rare in Dying Light 2 I think is a good thing. However, that being said, I'm rarely getting put off by these weapons that are heavily modified. And I know that we saw them in the original game, but it seems like the majority of the weapons just look ridiculous, and I have a sneaky feeling we won't be able to defeat hard enemies unless we have an AK-47 strapped to a machete or something. They said that the map would be bigger in Dying Light 2, but will it feel bigger is the real question. Personally, I don't think it will. That's what she said. Sorry. The reason why that is the verticality and the interiors. Of course there will be a lot more to explore, which is great, but I'm worried when I travel around this map I get the feeling I've been here many times and I'm not even an eighth through the story yet. And that's basically because people typically go the way they know is safe or familiar. That's not the devs' fault though, that's just, what we do. Let me know what you think. Do you have any concerns? Are you more positive? Let me know in the comments, and remember to subscribe for future videos. Take care everyone, and remember to keep it moist. I'm ready to go make a sandwich.